Hidden Object Guru here with hot new game, The Adventures of Jason and the Argonauts. This is another casual game republished to Steam by H&H Games, sorry. I did the first level of this just to make sure it was in fact a match 3 game. It is. Hall of Gods. What is that? Apparently these are the gods whose levels I do, probably, and Harayon. What the hell is this? I have no idea what this is. I'm sure the tutorials will continue as we go. Alright, so new game. Collect keys by matching 3 or more in a row. Use the key to unlock the chest. Open the chest by clicking on the key button. When full, then place the key on the chest. That sounds convoluted. Let's get into it. Collect keys matching. Okay. Nice. Okay, so how many keys do I need? That many. Yay, way to go. Now, can I not move? No, I can move stuff inside the fog. What is the significance of the fog? Oh, sorry. I'll get back to it. That was wrong. Ah, whatever. Okay. Oh, I've got a full... So I click that. I drag it? No. Oh, it's not full. There we go. I would love to. And I've got something. So I've been playing a lot of the Voice from Heaven, which is actually quite entertaining. I'm liking that one a lot, but it has no complications of any kind. It is just 100% the most basic match 3 gameplay as you can do. There's literally never any objective other than get rid of all the gold tiles. And the only obstacle you ever have is locks. You know, 1 or 2 chains on top of a thing. Oh, sorry, there are also boxes. So this one is already got more convolutions than I'm used to. So my goals were... What is this? I don't understand what that is. Okay, level 2. So what is my goal here? I guess I have to get rid of all the gold squares and open the chest. Oh, because the chest has blocked away a bunch of the gold squares I needed to open. Oh, you got me, game. I wasn't moving fast enough. I'm a little, you know, disconcerted by the lack of powers. I would like to see some powers, but I guess this is only level 2. They have plenty of time to turn up. Okay. Fish. Yay, combos. One bad thing about Voice from Heaven is, there we go. The powers are weirdly not at all useful, but I'm not here to criticize Voice from Heaven, but it is bad. Like, they have some of the worst powers I've ever encountered. How is that a double? You know what? Oh, right. This game has bombs. When you make, like, 4 matches or whatnot, you can click on a bomb, and you spin it to wherever you want it to go, and it detonates, destroying the 4 things around it. It's pretty badass, except it doesn't... Oh, it only takes off 1 break, I see. Nice. Oh, check it out. When you destroy the lock, you also destroy the gold tile. That should speed things up nicely. That's another thing that Voice from Heaven does. When you destroy a lock, you have to destroy the lock and then destroy the tile underneath it. It's... So if you've got a thing with a double lock on it and a level 2 gold, instead of just level 1 gold tile, you will actually have to make a match on that space with that space the first time, and then on that space 4 separate times if you want to complete it, which, even as I'm saying it now, I probably shouldn't be enjoying that game as much as I am. I know this is a stupid thing to say about a a match 3 game, but I'm really enjoying the story, which is a crazy thing to look for in a match 3, and I acknowledge that it's a crazy thing to look for in a match 3, but I legit am having a good time with the story. Yes! You're darn right I completed the level. But I'm going to stop talking about that game, even though I really do enjoy that game. I'm kind of psyched to see one of H&H Games' original... Okay, Lost Sound Collector, you're using it to gain Hera's favor. Cool. Blessing from Olympus. But what does that... Okay. Will be a real treasure for your advance on the board. Yes, but what does it... What is the practical effect it has on my gameplay?
Many years
Alright.
Pelias was organizing games in honor of his father, the god of the
Ooh.
sea, Poseidon.
Nice.
The oracle warned Pelias to beware of a man with one sandal.
Damn.
Having arrived in the Olcos, Jason helped an old lady cross the muddy river Anauros.
Oh no.
The old woman turned out to be the goddess Hera, testing Jason.
Nice work, Hera.
Pleased by his actions, she promised him her patronage.
Aww. So, okay, you found a lost sandal. The old lady helped cross the river, sees the goddess Hera in disguise, gained her blessing, use it well on the matching board. How, though? 3 or more in a row, use the feather, draw the plan. Draw by clicking the feather when full and placing the feather in the parchment. Sure. Yeah, there's a plan. So it's just a different version of the lock thing. No, I understand what I'm supposed to do. It's just there weren't any feathers. Don't know why you're so insistent on me touching that. Iolcus. Collect golden peacocks with a single click to fill up Hera's blessing. Oh, okay. That's new. This is not something I've done in this kind of game before. And what do we do with Hera's blessing? Oh, cool. So you're saying I could do this. Wow, Hera's blessing is great. Let me never again criticize Hera's blessing. I hadn't actually criticized Hera's blessing. This is so weird. But there's a lot more to do. Like, it doesn't seem to be massively increasing the difficulty, but there's a lot more to do than I'm used to in this kind of thing. So if I just grab all of those extra ones, it will both make some matches and fill up Hera's favor. Coolsville, Daddy-O. So that's 4 will... Oh, no. I haven't been paying attention, and this is probably a problem for me. I've not been paying... Thank you, Hera. Attention to how exactly it is I make the bombs. Is it by getting multiple combos? It's by combos. Okay. That actually makes perfect sense. Wow. This does seem like very simplified gameplay. Anyway, the point I was getting at so long ago, before I went off on that ridiculous tangent, was that I'm interested to see what HH Games has done on their own, because they've sent me, seriously, like 12 games through Keymailer to check out. And they're all these games that are clearly like classic Match 3 games and hidden object games that are now, that they have gotten the rights to publish on Steam, which is great. Okay, new building plan for... Oh, the city, right! Okay, how do I... You can build a temple in the glory to Hera. Yes. I would build a temple... Okay. Bye. Nice. So I built the best temple, right? No, I don't want to sell. Houses collect feathers and use their... Okay. I got it. Chain level. I don't make a chain release. Oh, it's a chain match. Nice. I love these. Alright, so. Well, that was badass. And the longer the chain is, the more points you get. We can't go diagonally, can we? No. I'm used to doing this diagonally, but it's not a big problem at all. Some more fish in there? No. So yeah, what I was saying was they've sent me a bunch of these games, and I appreciate that, but I'm very interested to see what they do when they're making their own games. And I found out when I was, looking through what's upcoming on Keymailer, that there's actually a game called Heaven and Hell 2. And presumably that is what the H&H and H&H game stands for, their own Heaven and Hell game. So soon, they sent me a copy of that as well. They were very nice. And what interests me is can I just do it with 2? No, you have to have at least, of course you have at least 3. It's a match 3 game, dummy. Yeah, they sent me a copy of that as well, but even though I have a copy of it, it's locked until the game actually comes out on, of all things, Valentine's Day. So look out for post-Valentine's Day. I'm going to be checking out a game that is actually made by H&H Games and not just published by them. So, fingers crossed, it's as good as the games they publish. Nice. Well, this is pretty badass. Alright, so let's just get that. Should I just focus on using Athena's Blessing? Because it seems just shockingly powerful. Also, I've, you know, messed up this screen quite a bit. Yeah, really. Nixoned myself there. Okay. Do-do-do-do. Nope. Huh. Wow, these draw a line games can really turn on you quickly, can't they? Alright. Yeah, lots of diagonals to deal with. Where was I? Yes! Fishies! No? No more fishies? Okay. Yeah, that's not enough. Come on, Hera. Give me thy blessing. Thank you, Hera. You're my favorite of the gods. Let no one tell you differently. Urgh, so hard to get at that. Oh, yes, finally. No, screwed that up. Nope, really screwed that up. Oh my god, I'm just getting buried here. What? Oh, perfection. Nope, damn it. Alright, we're one away. Oh, I'm like, has she stopped giving me her favor? Was I overusing Athena's favor? And no, oh, I thought it was gonna slide in from the side, but no. Ugh, you're just insisting on giving me stuff I don't need, aren't you? Wait. Nope. I got nothing. Let's get more Athena's favor, shall we? So I wonder how many different types of puzzles there are. There's match 3, there's drag lines. How much cash do I have? 51. And do I just get that based on... Oh, thank God, that's over with. Do I just get that based on how many points I had at the end of the level? Or is there... Okay, so every 100 points I have, I get 1 gold coin. So it's entirely based on performance. There's not like a time bonus or something. This is the same, right? Wipe out the wooden block fields by matching neighboring items two times? Nuts to this. I was all complimenting you. Yeah, we're back to these. Alright, that's fine. Those are fish. Alright. Athena! Well, I only had to do it once. Now I'm really confused, because that said 2 times, right? Like, I'm not crazy? Alright, no? Okay. Yeah, we got nothing. Alright, let's keep going. Corner. Nice. Kaboom. Oh, you can't use it on those. That seems unfair to me. I can't use it on that either. Oh, it has to, of course you can't. It has to be able to move. Ugh. Took me a while to figure that one out. Okay. What are we doing? Nope. Huh. Just not seeing it. Okay, let's do this. Perfection. Alright. Okay, we got this. Honestly, it's miraculous. Alright. Oh, yay! I got enough coins. Coins? Feathers. to make local livable huts, and I haven't been using my Hera power. Let's just wrap this up with some more Hera power, shall we? I see you. So how long till we get the power of another god or goddess on my side? I am very psyched about earning the favor of Hephaestus, a man who built a bondage chair to trap his mother and blackmailed them into forcing Venus to marry him in exchange for letting her out of the bondage chair. What I'm saying is Greek mythology is weird. Boom. He had a club foot, you see, so they didn't respect him. And she was like, no way am I marrying you, dude. But then, like, she had to. It's a pretty bleak story. Oh, that was close. Okay. Wow, I just cannot... Oh, finally. I could not catch a break there, could I? Yeah, so honestly, this seems fine. Like, I know I don't have the highest bar for signing off on match 3 games. You just have to be borderline, you know, sorry, you need a baseline level of competence and I'll be happy, but this thing seems to have a lot to do in it, and that's genuinely impressing me, even if, yeah, no, I know. Alright, so now I have to buy chandelier. Oh, okay. Let's build the nice one again. Alright. Nice. Except he's got 2 sandals.
He offered to give up the throne on one condition.
You have to win the games?
That Jason
oh, of course.
the fleece of Colchis, the land beyond the edge of the world.
That does not seem like a problem.
Elias,
for, you know, a hero.
The man with one sandal was Jason, the rightful heir to his throne.
Oh.
He offered to give up the throne.
It's Hercules. He's wearing the lion's cowl thing.
Bring him the golden fleece
They played the audio clip twice.
beyond the edge of the world.
That's embarrassing. Wow. Wait, I thought the Argo was the name of the ship. Now I'm confused. Okay, so the audio's a little broken, but still. Single click on a group of items. Oh, it's a game of collapse. I love games of collapse. Okay. Don't know if I've been open about this before, but I'm a big fan of collapse. So it's a game that has collapse and match 3. It has to be at least 3 items, as always. Collapse and match 3. And a bunch of other things all at once. That's nice. I gotta say, yeah, I'm getting a much more gameplay out of this than I had previously assumed that we would. Yeah, that'll be worth it. Okay, let's get rid of those and hope we get some fish together in here. No. Aha! Fishy, fishy, fishy. Nope, screwed that up badly. Alright, that was embarrassing. Maybe just claim the fish now. And go for that. Hope we get some more. Yep, we did get more fish. What will we get still? Oh, yay! You did it! Hera, you remain the best. Nope, don't have enough grapes to get... Oh, wow, that was amazing. Oh, we're so close in the grape front. Let me get rid of that fishy. Oh, I did. Nice. Let's wrap this up. So yeah, this game has a ton more gameplay than I was expecting. And I know on some level I'm just really happy about the fact that it's spoiling me vis-a-vis how incredibly easy it is to charge up powers and how unbelievably effective those powers are. So yeah, being spoiled is a big part. Being spoiled by choice and, you know, power effectiveness is a big reason why I'm loving the game. But I'm also just loving the game. You know, this game's only $5? I checked before I started. And it's on sale right now because it just recently came to Steam. Again, it's an old game that they're re-releasing. But I did check, and it is like $5. So it's like $4 right now on sale. I'm not saying you should only buy games if they're cheap, but I am saying there is nothing wrong with being, say it with me, budget conscious. You didn't say that with me. But how could you have? You had no idea what I was going to say. While I can't speak, it doesn't have the kind of weird and audacious story that a Voice from Heaven does. I'm loving the gameplay here. Zips right along, lots of powers, huge amount of variety in the kind of gameplay we're doing. Like, way to go, guys. You're really nailing this one. Oh, there's just nothing here I can use, is there? Alright, let me just power up and cheat my way through this. Thank you, Hera. 102 coins, and I didn't even get a new thing to build, so another chest open, lots of keys. Wipe out the Brickfields Mansion neighboring 3 times. So maybe this will actually be 2 times because they told me it was 2 times for the wood and it was actually only 1. Maybe this is what they meant? Oh, we'll find out. Alright, so let's make a match next to this bad boy. Or not. Yeah, we know you're the best. I'm the one who loves watching these things fall down when you take out one of these bricks. Watching them cascade downwards like it was a game of free cell. Okay, perfection, perfection, perfection. Are we done? No, even though it looks like it's full, it's not actually full. That was your naivety thinking that meant it was full. Okay, so that's 1 break next to them. Let's try and get a second break. So that's 1. 2. Oh, no, you actually do need 3. They were not exaggerating. Now I'm worried I was wrong about the wooden ones. Oh, whatever. I shan't complain. Better to light a candle than curse the darkness. Oh, it doesn't automatically break the, put cracks in the stone. It only puts cracks in the stone next to where it made one disappear. That's useful information. Oh, right, I could have done this at any time. That was a dolphin, which is a weird thing to find in there. Alright. Get it done. Thank you. So yeah, this one seems really high quality. I gotta say, loving your guys' taste. Oh, by the way, that is one of my favorite traits of this kind of game, where they will let you make new matches while you are busy letting the other ones drop. So many games, once you've made a move, you just have to watch it all play out, and that never sits right with me. Kaboom! That's right, I stand by that kaboom. It felt right and proper. And yes, just. Nope, okay. Do. Perfection, Hogaru. You're getting this done faster than you could have. Keep not making the move in time. Which is the danger of this. Like, yeah, it's good that they let you make these moves at your leisure, but you have to have quick reflexes, or immediately move to another part of the board. That works too. 1, 2. Big money, no whammies. Stop. So, the show Blockbuster that the No Whammies is referring to. I listened to a podcast about the story of it, about the story of the guy who realized that the board was programmed in a specific way. Like there were only, it looked random, but there were only like actually 5 different patterns to how the lights moved. So if you memorized those, like if you watched it, and you memorized how they worked, you could just know exactly where the lights were going to go. And there was no skill to the game. It was just supposed to be luck. You clicked on stuff, and you stopped, and it would give you money, or it would give you a whammy, and you would lose all your money. Hence, no whammies. And so this guy just watched it until he figured it out. And then he went on the game show. He managed to get on the game show, which is amazing. But he did. He became obsessed with it, and he managed to get on, which is pretty good. But anyway, point is, because yeah, how much would it suck if you trained and trained to do it and then canceled it before you had a chance to actually get on the show? But the point is, he learned how to do it, and then he... Okay, you have collected sails. Oh, it wasn't a dolphin, it was sails. Okay, it is the Argo was the ship, not a person. I just misunderstood. New blessing? Oh, thank you. I can't wait to see what the new power is. So anyway, this guy, he learned all of the rules of the game. Build a trireme ship Argo. The trireme. So, okay. I will. Put together the trireme ship Argo and the themes and strategy. Click on a piece and drag it to the position as drawn on the script. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. I think you mean plan and not script, but I'm not going to complain. Oh, it's got a duck face! Cute little duck face. As I was saying, sorry about that. Wait. I'm so confused. What happened to all my other money? Oh, it's 0 per level, and so it just builds up. I get that now. What kind of level did they say this one? Classic? Okay, so get Pallas Athena's owls to do what? Psyched to find out. Now let's do it. Do. Nice work, Athena. I keep stopping that story and I apologize. So, here's the story. He gets on the show, and because he knows how to play the game, he just gets unlimited money. And as the interesting thing about it was, of course, he had been practicing on a VCR at home, you know, pausing it exactly when he knew the correct money was going to be on the screen. And he could do it every time, but the timing, of course, is different when you're at home using a VCR controller than it is when you've got a buzzer in the actual game. So he started out not being great at it, but he quickly learned how the buzzer worked, and soon he was just winning unlimited money. So he walked away from there with, you know, I don't know, $80,000, something like that. And it was just like the greatest scam anyone had ever pulled. And I'm not saying the show went off the air soon after, but it did eventually go off the air. It was a weird situation. They actually had to do 2 days with him before he, you know, lost. And they didn't have any procedure for doing that because nothing like that had ever happened before. It wasn't like Jeopardy where you get to come back the next day if you're the winner. Boom. God, Ken's great. But anyway, not here to talk about Ken Jennings. So the funny part of the story, well, the sad part of the story is, well, what happened to all that money he won? Well, you know, he could never stop pulling, like, trying to figure out a way around something, figure out a way to get an edge over everybody else. So, what happened was a radio station did a contest where if you found a $1 bill with a certain serial number on it, you could win $20,000. And he's like, I got $60,000 in the bank. Why don't I just take all of that money out in $1 bills and find that serial number and earn myself another 20 grand. And then boom, I'll have, you know, won my money. And if I don't have it, I'll just put all the money back in the bank. Because, hey, like, it's a no-lose situation. It is a can't-lose situation. I've still got the money. It's still legal tender. I can just put it back in the bank if I don't win. This is great. So he did that, and he and his wife spent, you know, days searching through all of the serial number, the banknotes, looking for these serial numbers. Couldn't find it. One day, they go out for dinner to take a break from doing that, and when they get home, all the money has been stolen. So, yeah. The one thing they forgot to do was not tell anyone that they were doing this. And as a consequence, all of his remaining money got stolen. I'm sure they had some left in the bank, but that was the tragic ending of the story of a wonderful scammer who figured out how to beat a game show that no one even remembers existed. Okay. Much like the show Card Sharks, which was a real poker-themed... Boom. A real poker-themed game show that I remember watching, but don't remember any of the rules of. What have we got here? Nope. Okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, I can do the sketching. Duh. Got a new building, everybody. We're getting this done. Does it tell me somewhere how many gold bricks I have left to destroy, or no? Alright, 52. Just looking at how many coins I have. So I swear I got 90 and 54. Oh, I'm getting coins for every brick I destroy, and then I get a bonus at the end for the other thing. And that's why when I was doing the boat sequence, I didn't get any coins, because of course I didn't. I was building a boat. I don't get gold coins for building boats. So yeah, this is multiple ways to get currency. Thanks, game. And they only give you currency when it's logical within the game's narrative, which again, oh, you got me. Have I got powers yet? I do. Hell yes. Maybe I shouldn't have used both at once. Maybe that was a bit of a waste, but I stand by my decision. Got it. Oh, they didn't give me the 4. That's sad. What's really strange about Silence of the Lambs, I recently rewatched Silence of the Lambs and Manhunter. And I know I've said this before, but I'll always say it over and over again. Manhunter is a much better film than Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs is the one that got the Oscars, because... who the hell knows? I'm not going to get into Hollywood politics. Yeah, much better movie. But anyway, the funny part is how... like, it really gets into the pathology of what makes a serial killer. Like, it does. It talks about how they're created, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, right, while it's doing that... it also has this, like, not even pop psychology, just weird nonsense idea that Thomas Harris had, that what serial killers are doing is trying to transform themselves, or transforming their victims. Like, making their victims into something else, or using victims to transform themselves. Like, it's all about transformation and becoming, right? And so, in the first one, Francis Dollarhide is trying to become the Great Red Dragon, the painting he's obsessed with. And it's only mentioned a little in the movie. It's a much bigger part of the book. Right? It's only mentioned a teensy bit in the movie. Okay. Oh, so close. Do I have a power? I do have a power. Oh ho. Right? And then you've got all of the stuff with James Gumb in Silence of the Lambs, where he's trying to transform himself into a woman. And what's interesting about it is both of them are focused on this kind of transformation, which is not a big part of actual serial killer psychology. How much cash? Oh, I got plenty of cash. I do, don't I? Wonder if I'm getting a reward for building the bigger, more awesome houses. Oh, whatever. Is this a regular match 3? So yeah, it's kind of interesting how what happened was he built this overarching theory of what a serial killer is based around the psychology of self-transformation. Even though, like, James Gumb and the Great Red Dragon / Tooth Fairy are so completely different that it would be kind of crazy to say they shared a similar psychology. But that was Thomas Harris's impression of what a serial killer is, or at least what an interesting version of a serial killer is to his mindset. And so he ended up saying that creating the impression that all serial killers are like this. And that didn't really make the most sense within the world he created in these 2 books. But then, and even he doesn't really pursue that into Hannibal, but it's there in those 2 books and the 2 movies based on them. And so what gets interesting is then Brian Fuller makes the TV show Hannibal, and he decides that's the theme. Like, that is the central idea. That's what makes serial killers interesting. That is what this story is going to be about. And so he makes a story, transforms it into a story where Hannibal Lecter, rather than just being a weird monster, like a screwed up guy in Manhunter, a creepy monster in Silence of the Lambs, instead of that, he's just a... Here we go. He is like the high priest of the Church of Becoming. It's a completely new direction for the character that is 100% consistent with the books. At least Manhunter, Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs, if not Hannibal Rising and Hannibal. And he's like, this is what Hannibal is. So he gives them this theme and this idea that he's obsessed with, and makes that the defining role of the character. So yeah, what I'm saying is, it's kind of amazing the way Brian Fuller took the initial like this underlying theme that had never been the center of any of the books, and transformed into what the entire series and what the entire character of Hannibal was about. I guess if I had one thing I'm really trying to say is, if you haven't watched Hannibal, watch Hannibal. It's amazing. And you will fall in love with Mads Mikkelsen, if you haven't already, from his performance in hot movie Polar. I'm kidding. Polar's not good at all. But Mads Mikkelsen is wonderful. Whatever he decides to do. Can I have some Athena bucks? Hell yeah, I can. All right, so I think I've demonstrated enough to show that this is surprisingly... I say surprisingly. I mean, H&H has done nothing but deliver me decent quality casual games. It's not like we've played a stinker from them at all. They have good taste in the game. They've obviously got good taste in the games they choose to promote and publish. So, bravo, H&H Games. Anyway, as I said, but yeah, it's a game that certainly has more depth and a lot more going on than I had initially assumed it would. As I was saying, wow, there's 7 powers? This is going to be nuts by the end. Like, will there be any matching? Will there be any space to actually match objects once I've got all of these gods working for me? Although I gotta say, that might work well with the theme of the game. Once you've got all the gods working for you, you really can't fail, can you? As I was saying, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comments section below the video. If you'd like to... if you'd like to be here for live streams where games like this get played, check out the Discord channel, which is linked below every video, because that is where I announce them. I'll see you back here for more new and upcoming games, but until then, au revoir.